InsideThunder.com. Powered by iHeartMedia, Oklahoma City.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder and the Chicago Bulls played a tight ball game. The lead never got into double digits for anyone. It was close throughout and tense all the way. Neither team got off to a very good start offensively. They both finished fairly well, and it was an exciting game. The Thunder end up winning at 109-100. Russell Westbrook with another huge game with 36 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Also a big game from Enes Kanter and Steven Adams, who started the game on Sunday. Serge Ibaka again out. Scott Brooks decided to go with the two bigs down low, and they responded. Kanter was 18 points and 18 rebounds. Steven Adams, 14 points, 11 rebounds. And Kanter told us in the locker room we ought to start calling them the Bruise Brothers. So there you go. I will. We also talked to Scott Brooks afterwards, Nick Collison as well, and Dion Waiters.
Well, going into this game, you knew it was going to be a physical ball game, both teams. But I thought our guys did a great job of just staying with it. Wasn't a good offensive, not a lot of shot making in that first quarter by either team. But I like the fact that we came out and just kept competing. We were getting a lot of good shots around the basket. Thought our bigs did a great job. Enes and Steven coming in. You know, Serge hasn't played in the last couple of games, and we changed the lineup back-to-back games, and they both responded in a very good way. Our bench did a good job when our offense was struggling in that first quarter. DJ came in and played a good solid basketball game from his position. But I thought the defense, the execution was pretty good throughout the game.
Nick Gallifin@MMA.com. Coach, I just want to get your thoughts on the two big stops that you got, Westbrook steal and then Waiters' swipe, and then the nice play to get more of the three.
Well, we wanted to close out the game better than we did a few weeks ago in Chicago. And I thought we did a good job on our pick-and-roll execution on the switches. And Russell loves to guard multiple players. He has the heart of a champion. He can guard bigs, smalls, and he did a good job of switching, getting in front of the basketball and get the steal and create. And then Dion took the challenge of guarding. The guy put his head down and went to the basket with his left hand, and we got a good break there with deflection off of his knee. But I thought the defense was good at the end of the game. We made a few mistakes in Chicago that we wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to happen again.
Was the Morrow three drawn up? Was it a read and react play?
It was drawn up, and Russell did a good job of finding. We have plays that you have to make the decision to put the defense in a tough position. I thought Dre came up and set a middle screen that was just fluff, and then Enes did a good job of setting the screen, gave Russell an opportunity to drive the left elbow, and he rolled hard. And I thought Emil did a good job of getting to the slot and making the shot.
Does the way he react to those threes, does that even fire Hugh up over there on the sidelines when he's?
No, because I knew it was a good shot. Russell did a good job of finding him. But I thought Enes made the play by rolling hard and drawing attention. And obviously, Russell's a great player. He's going to draw a lot of attention. And then he has to trust the guys making shots. Those are plays that we have to continue to make for one another. It's the best shot in basketball is the open shot.
I just mean Emil's reaction post-shot.
I don't get into all the theatrics of all the three-point shootings, the pistols, the head things, and all the. It's great for the game. Everybody's excited, but I have to coach the team. Next play.
Barry Trammell, the Oklahoman. Scotty, the two plays Nick referred to. Right before that, you put Andre in, went small, put him on Miritek. What made you think to do that, or what did you like about that smaller lineup, which seemed to be for defense?
Well, first of all, the first part of your question, I don't like you giving credit to Nick because he didn't deserve it. But I thought we did a good job of. I knew sooner or later we were going to go small and play a small guy on Miritek because he's really a good player. He can shoot the three, he can put on the floor, and he cuts hard and he gets offensive rebounds and he gets to the free throw line. He got a bunch of free throws the last time we played, and I think he had 9 tonight. And so with Dre and Russell, and we knew they were going to run a pick and roll with those two guys involved, it gave us a chance to stay in front and not get beat on our pick and roll coverage and make them play a one-on-one play.
Darnell Mayberry, the Oklahoman. Scott, you're seeing Steven and Enes more lately. What are you liking about what they're bringing, and how much more comfortable are you after what they did today?
Well, the part of the part of this season is making adjustments on the throughout the season. We've had some tough stretches and with things that happened to us. And Serge hasn't played the last 2 games. We went with Mitch the first game, and we went with Steven tonight. I thought they've done a good job in the last couple of practices we had last week. So that gave us a little confidence going into it. We never want to throw something on the court that we haven't worked on. I thought that gave us confidence. In the last couple of games, we've been sprinkling it in, and tonight with the way they play, their bigs were a perfect matchup for our bigs. And then we have to make decisions along the way. That position might be somewhat fluid going forward until we know Serge. Well, they rebound the basketball. That's one. That's a big part. You rebound, you put yourself in a position to win games, and our record indicates that over the years. But I like their toughness. I like their ability. One's ability to roll, and then Ennis has the ability to roll and catch and pick and pop on his shot. And they both can get to the free throw line. And Steven's obviously a work in progress and shooting better from the free throw line, but Ennis gets there and makes them.
How much, you kind of hit on some of this, but how much was it Mitch is still a young guy and you want a little bit more experience in there? I mean, I know Steven's only a second-year guy, but he's played more, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, they're all young. Mitch is 22 or 23. Steven's 21. Ennis is 22. But they're good. I've never was afraid of coaching and playing young guys. I like playing good guys and good players, and we have a bunch of them. It wasn't Mitch's night. A lot of times you have to lock in to what's going on and fill the game out, and he didn't do a good job tonight, but he's going to bounce back and play better tomorrow.
Ennis, you and Westbrook seem to have a great chemistry already. How have you guys been able to develop that so fast?
Well, I think his leadership. I think I'm going to give him the credit to him. I mean, he's just been unbelievable. Not just me. I mean, he's helping everybody. He's helping him. Well, today we got Steve back, so we really try to help him too. So I think it was the chemistry coming along. So it's going to get better and better.
You talk about just being able to play alongside Steven, how we were able to pretty much dominate on the boards against a very tough Chicago team.
Well, I think they call us the Bruce Brothers. I'm just playing. Well, I think it was. I'm really happy that we got Steve back tonight. I think we really focused on being physical down there because they have really obviously really good players. Gasol, so obviously we try to be physical with them, and I think Steve did an unbelievable job. He was focused and he was focused on what he was to focus on, and that's it.
Talk about closing out a game. You guys have had trouble closing out games here recently, and you made the play tonight.
Well, I think in the end we played pretty good. I mean, we missed a couple reds, a couple switches, but I think it's getting better and better. So chemistry is getting there, so I'm not really worried about it.
Do you guys have a different sense of urgency? Can you sort of see the playoffs coming, the record? You know who you're playing against, different urgency?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think the only thing we need to focus on is just us. I don't think we should be worried about other teams. I think if you're on the same page, I don't think anybody can compete with us against us.
It's still early for them, but so far it looks like they're effective playing together. Just what's made it so effective. So
who's that? They're both good players, and I think they're smart players. They can figure out how to play with anybody you put in there, and Ennis has got good ball skills. He can pass and catch and play dribble handoff, and Steve can do a little bit of that too. And Steve's big and physical and plays hard. So, I think sometimes we talk too much about who's playing together. I think if you're a good player, you can play with whoever, and that's what those two guys are. So we got a lot of guys who know how to play basketball, and it's a good thing.
Are we seeing over the last month or so how big a pickup Anthony Morrow is going to end up being for you guys?
Yeah, he's playing great, and he's shooting the ball with confidence, and he's one of the best shooters in the league. He always has been, and I think he's feeling more comfortable finding his spots. And Russell's in such a good zone of finding guys on the weak side, and so it's working really well for us.
You ever seen a guy get so excited over almost every three he hit?
We've got some high volatile people that have been through this place, so we've seen stuff like that before. But Anthony's another guy that's very passionate for sure.
talking about searching for lineups. Scotty went small there in the last minute or two, put Andre on Miritek and made the switch, and that's when Russell got the steal. Is it good to know that you can find some smaller lineups that work defensively as well as offensively?
Yeah, I think Miritic was giving us some problems on pick and rolls, so he wanted to be able to switch those, and he's always liked to do that. Coach has. So Andre's a guy that can guard all 5 positions, and if Russell gets on a big, he can make a play, and that's what happened. It was big for us.
As you mentioned, Russell is looking for teammates and creating opportunities for his teammates. Can you talk about his leadership on the team right now?
He's picked up his leadership a lot as the years have gone on. He's much more mature. I think he every game he's trying to figure out how the whole team, what he can do to get the whole team playing well. And he's coming into his prime. He's still a young guy, but he's got a lot of experience, so it's starting to show.
Did you know it was off him because you called for the replay?
Yeah, I knew it was off him. I seen it hit his thigh and his feet and his foot, and called him my way.
It looked like Scotty put you back in the game because he likes the way you've been playing defense. You think you've impressed him the way you can play defense?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to come out there and compete on both ends, not just on the offensive side. Always take pride and guard my man, and also try not to let him score, and also help defense. And I think I've just been doing a good job defending my guy. And at the end of the day, defense is going to win games, and defense is going to have you on the court. So I just try to go out there and play both ends.
Is it good for you guys to win a game like this where you sort of won it on the defensive end down the stretch after some of the struggles you've had?
Yeah, I think so. The last 4 games, coming in, we didn't do a great job on the defensive end. And we knew that, and we gave them games away. And, we tell each other we got to trust one another. One guy get beat, the other guy got to be there to help out. And I think it's a trust thing, and it's coming along. Once we continue to keep trusting one another, we're going to be okay.
Anthony Morrow's been pretty hot lately. What's he bring to you guys coming off the bench?
Shooter. That's what he do. He in the gym every day. Sharp shooter. That's what he does. And we expect that from him. And, you got to make them type shots when you're number card. In them type of situations, you got to be able to knock it down. That's what he's been doing for us.
Thunder center Ennis Cantor. Also, you heard from Nick Collison and Dion Waiters, along with, of course, head coach Scott Brooks. And you heard Cantor there talk about the nickname for he and Steven Adams, the Bruise Brothers. Kind of like it. Thunder getting on the airplane, and they are on their way down to Dallas, where they'll play the Mavericks on Monday. And then it's back home here to the Peak for 4 more home games beginning on Wednesday night. Keep it here. We'll be right back at you the whole way on InsideThunder.com.